Hi everyone, good morning. Let's do a little bit of makeup. I have some running to do today, and so I'm kind of up and at it a little bit earlier than usual. Usually I don't come on until the afternoon. Hi, I'm Peggy. I am your Seint 3D makeup lady, where we use one palette and one brush to create one layer of makeup. I use Seint cream makeup, and it's a little bit different than what you're used to, because rather than a powder or a liquid, Seint uses 3 shades to create one layer of makeup. It's user-friendly. It does not settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. They use a contour shade, which is a really dark, scary shade. They use a brightening shade, which is kind of like your concealer shade, and then a main shade. This is the shade that is the closest to the color of your skin. Today I'm going to use a lip and cheek, which comes with your first order, or with your order, and it is the lip and cheek of your choice. You make that decision. Today I'm using sandstone because I'm trying to get into the autumn colors, the fall colors, even though it's still hot as heck in Southeast Louisiana where I live. Now, let me show you the placement, because placement is key. We're going to take these 3 shades, we're going to strategically place them, and then blend them and create one layer of makeup. It is mature skin friendly. As you can see, I have very mature skin. I'm 67 years old, so I have mature skin, but we're going to place it to where it goes in the right spot. It highlights the spot, it camouflages other spots, and it doesn't settle into these lines and wrinkles. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use my finger to apply. So I'm just tapping into the contour, and contour it gives us shadows, it makes shadows, it gives us depth and definition on our face, and it goes on the hard parts of your face, like your forehead. Feel for that cheekbone, that hard cheekbone, and go right up it. Start at the corner of the eye and go right up towards the ear. Let's do the same thing on this side. Feel for that cheekbone, start right about the corner of the eye and go right up. Now, you don't want to do the fish thing like we used to, because if you do, you're going to get it too low. What we're trying to do is lift the eye, make everything look lifted, higher, so that way you don't notice what's going on in the jowl area quite as much. So now we're going to come to the jawline, and I'm going to start right on that jowl, and I'm just going to go towards the bottom of my ear. See where that little fatty part is right here? That's a jowl, unfortunately. And so I'm just going to go right there. Now, I have these 2 divots because I do not have a chiseled chin. These 2 divots are, well, it's aging. That's what it is, right before you get to the jowl. What I am going to do is start at one divot and go under my neck right to the other divot and just connect them. Now, did you see the shadow that created? I have a turkey neck. You either have a double chin or you have a turkey neck. I have a turkey neck, and so this creates a shadow to where you notice my chin more so than my turkey neck. If you have a double chin, start further back, like just down from where the ear is, and come down further and up. That is going to create a shadow to where your double chin is not as noticeable. Now, I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to stay right on one side of my nose to contour. Again, we're working with this scary contour shade, and we're just contouring my nose. There we go. Down the either side, not so much on top, but right where your natural shadow would be. There you go. You can use your contour for your eyebrows. You can line your bottom lip for a more poutier look. You can use it as an eyeshadow. You literally can do your entire face with this one palette. Now, let's go to the brightening or the concealer. Concealer goes on the soft spots of your face, like between the eyebrows. We're going to come right down the center of the nose, right in between those 2 contour lines. Look how much narrower it made my nose look. We're just taking what you have and making it a little bit better. That's all we're doing. Now we're going to catch the Cupid's bow and we're brightening there and the center of the chin. Now we're coming to the eyes. Most of us, I'm 67, so most of us have crepe skin underneath the eye. We don't want a lot of product under there. So we're just going to put a little bit of brightener on the outside corners of the eye, and then just a little bit on the inner corners and come down the side of the nose. There we go. When we blend, the concealer will go where we want it to be, but there's not going to be a lot of it. Last thing is our main shade. This is the shade that's closest to the color of your skin. And what we're going to do with it is, if we were a man, we're going to put it in the bearded area because that's where we don't have anything at all. Again, less is more. So we're just going to use our finger and just put a little bit, some on the cheeks because we have nothing there, some on the cheek over here. And you don't want to put like a lot. So then we're going to come between the contour and the brightener or the concealer that we already put over there. So see, we've used all three shades. I look totally ridiculous, yes, but it's going to get better. Now, at this point, you can come back with your lip and cheek. Our lip and cheeks are blushes as well as lipstick. Today, I'm using Sandstone. I love this shade. Now, it is very, I guess you'd say, fall looking. I wear it year round. I am one of those that wear what you love. If you find a shade, you dearly love it, then that's your shade. Now, do you like to change it up from time to time? Of course. There we go. Okay, lips are done. Now, we're going to use this same lip and cheek as our blush shade. We're using everything that is in this one palette. Again, this is cream makeup from Seint. And there you go. Placement is finished. Remember how I said placement is key? We have three shades. Each shade is going to do its job to give our face depth and definition. Now, it's cream makeup, so it needs to be set. I like to set as I blend. You can blend and then spray your face with setting spray. It's strictly up to you. I like a damp brush. So if I can find where the nozzle is, there it is. We're going to give my brush, this is the 3D brush from Seint. All Seint's brushes are double-ended. They're wonderful, wonderful. We're going to now start blending. I like to blend start at the jawline simply because if I don't, I forget. So I'm just going to do some gentle swirls and then drag it down my neck. If you forget to blend right there, you're going to have distinct dark lines. You want to do a soft blend. You don't want to do the blend that we were taught years ago, where you just keep blending and blending and blending. You want soft blends, and you don't want to blend this makeup out because you don't have much on your face to start with. So now we're going to come to the bearded area, and we're just going to stipple. Gentle, gentle stipples. There we go. And we're just placing this makeup where we want it to go and where we want it to stay. This makeup is so wonderful and mature skin friendly. Like I said, I'm 67. I have mature skin, believe me. So here we go. We're just going to flip the brush because that makes it a little bit easier to get into the eye area without pulling and causing a lot more damage. So we're just going to continue to stipple and be sure our cheeks are good. Everything is blended. Notice I'm not swiping. Okay, let's continue up here. And I'm just going to do some little circles. Gentle, gentle circles, then grab this contour and drag it up into, or swirl it up into your hairline. That's what you want to do. Now you see how I have the shadow, but I don't have the distinct lines like are on my cheek and that were on my jaw. I now have more of a chiseled jaw because my naturally chiseled days are over. So here we go. We're going to just I'm using what I already have and making it better. I'm not adding anything to it. And the best thing about it is there's so little makeup on my face. Now, let's go to the cheek. I like to stipple up and down the contour twice. It softens it and makes it easier to drag up, like we're going to do, into the lip and cheek or blush. Here we go. Okay, so you just get that lip and cheek and you get that contour and you drag them up into the temple. There we go. Now, look how pretty that is. We don't want it to look like this. We want the soft blend. See, you can still see the contour line, but it's not distinct. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. Stipple up and down, then catch it and drag it up into the temple. There we go. And guess what, ladies? I am finished. My full face of makeup is on. I'm ready to go. And I can do this literally in 5 minutes or less. It's less, but in 5 minutes or less if you're learning. So easy, so simple. Again, this is Seint Cream Makeup. And how do you get started? That's an easy one. I would love to be your artist, and we start with the Colormatch. That's a makeup-free selfie. Later, I will put down in the corner a number where you will call and just text #match, and I will send you the link. Open the link, take a makeup-free selfie in natural light, upload it, and then send it to me. I think there's 2 or 3 questions to ask too for me to get to know your skin a little bit better. Like, do you have oily skin? You know, do you consider yourself fair, medium? What types of makeup did you used to wear? Here you go. Here it is. I love wearing it. It wears like a second skin. It's mature skin friendly. And after all, it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. What do you have to lose? I thank you for joining me this morning. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. You be the reason someone smiles today. Bye.